Okay, so today I'll be doing a walkthrough of my CLI project and how to use it. Okay, so first I open up the sandbox. I'm going to go to GitHub and I'm going to download or clone my CLI project from GitHub. And I'm going to use the command git clone and copy and paste my my project. All right, so now as you can see, it's loaded up. I got the weather CLI folder, the bin folder, the lib folder, and my weather CLI folder with the API file, CLI file, forecast file, and version file. This is where I loaded. This is where I created my environment. In the weather CLI.rb file, I required pry and I required HTTP ARDI. I also required relative all of my files under the weather CLI folder, so that I can basically use these files. I can basically use the files together. Okay. So now I'm going to basically first thing is I have to install my gems. So I'm going to install my PryGem. Well, I don't need the PryGem right now. So I'm just going to install HTTP ARDI gem. And then I'm going to change directories right down to the weather CLI folder, because I'm going to be running with bin/weather command. So let's change it to the weather_CLI. And to change directories now, I'm just going to show you guys. So now once I'm in this folder, now I can run the bin/weather command, and then it will run my program. But I'm just going to show you guys just some of the structure of my program. I had three main folders, three main classes that I used. I used the API class, the CLI class, and the forecast class. I used a weather CLI module to join all three classes, so I can basically use different methods in different classes. And basically, in my API, you see here, I use this to get my information from the web. And I have all of these methods. I created an array with the values that I wanted. Then I went to the CLI class, which was my interface, where I basically, ask the user for input. The user puts in input, and then based off the input that the user puts in, he gets back information. So this is just my program. Now this is the forecast class. In this class, basically, I made setter and getter methods. I like ID, date, weather, state, name, current temperature. Then I made an initialize. Well, I made an added all array, which is basically my array that would store all my created objects. And then I initialized when a new forecast object is initialized. It is initialized with a date, weather, state, name, current temperature, max temperature, minimum temperature, wind speed, and humidity. Basically, I passed those values into all of these instance variables, and then I also shoveled self, which would be the instance, right? The object is being created into the added all array, and then that person will be able to access that array by basically using self.all. And then I also use self.find, because as you can see in the CLI, where is it? Self.find. 1 second. Let me see, self.find. Let's see. More info, more info, more info. Let's see what give me 1 second. Oh, I created defined method. All right, that's passed in with a parameter ID. And then what this does is it goes into add at all, right, the all method. And then it basically gets the first index from the add at all, right? No, it gets the index minus the -1. So basically, instead of if you type in 1, it will get at index 0, which is the first index. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you guys how my program works, right? So I basically start my program using the bin/weather command. Right? Oh, sorry, I guess I do need to install one more gem, the PryGem, since I did use that. So let's just install the PryGem. So nope, hold on. Install it one more time. Okay, now my program runs. So it says, "Hello, welcome to the Weather City app, the City Weather app. Type in the city to get its 6-day forecast." Right. So let's say, well, I'm in New York. So let's say I type in New York. Right. Then now it brings up a list of 6 days. Right. 6 different dates. So it brings up today, and then it brings up everything through the 12th. So basically, it says type in 1 to 6 to get a detailed report for one of these days. So let's say I want to get a detailed report on today, right? I'll type in 1. The weather for New York on 2019-12/07, which is today's date, would be weather type light cloud, right? Current temperature 42 degrees, maximum temperature 37 degrees, minimum temperature 32 degrees, wind speed 7.2 miles per hour, and humidity of 54%, right? So now it says, would you like to search for another city, right? So I'll say yes, I would like to search for another city. Type in that city to get a 6-day forecast. So let's see how the weather is in Miami. Okay, so then basically it prompts me again to type in 1 through 6, right? So I'm gonna look for, let's say, tomorrow weather in Miami. It's heavy clouds, 76 degrees, maximum temperature 77 degrees, minimum 71. 7.8 miles per hour wind speed and 66% humidity. Would I like to search for another city? Let's say I'm done with the program. I could put no, and then it would just, see you next time for more weather updates. It exits the program, and gives you the user a message. Okay, so now let's try to run that one more time. So let's say I put in the wrong value, right? So let's say Long Island isn't on there. So let's say I type in Long Island. It will say, sorry, the app can't find that city, right? The app can't find that city because when it does the call to the API, it doesn't have Long Island listed. Long Island isn't one of the values. So then it will ask me to type in a city to get a 6-day forecast. So now let's say I type in Boston. Now the program will run. Now let's say I want to type in on the 3rd day, right? Another thing I included in my program was that at any point in my program, I can, well, let's exit the program, right? Let's run it again. Another thing I included in my program is that at any point, if you wanted to exit the program, all you do is type in exit, and it exits the program. If we run it again, let's say we want to go in deeper, Miami, right? Now, let's say we want to exit here. It exits the program. We run it again, right? Type in the city to get us 5-day forecast. Let's type in Los Angeles, right? It runs. So then you type in the 4th, brings that up. But let's say I want to exit after this. It will exit the program. So that's just a basic overview of my program. It's basically, it gives you a list of days, and then it gives you a detailed weather report based off of the day that you choose. Okay, so that's it. Let's see how you rate this.